What's up, everybody? Serious Jess here, and you are watching MML action from Week 2. Blood of Amber, fresh off a tie last week. The Hopeless Necromantics going up against the Bangle Pharaohs, who I don't remember how they did their first week. This is a replay. Technically, it has already happened, but I don't know what the results were, who won, so you'll be witnessing my reactions live. The nice thing, too, is you won't have to wait while the coaches figure out their moves in between turns. The action will happen really fast because it's on replay. We'll switch back to the home team's view because they're receiving first. And Blood of Amber, it's the first hits. And Shaky's KO'd right off the bat. That Skeleton takes a knock. Guard, skilled Skeleton, but this Delph team with its own guard and own strength is just too much. And they go after the Tomb Guardians right off the bat. Alma likes to run his team to be very, very bashy for elves. Really living out the spirit of the whole, fighting elves that the Dark Elves strive to be. Unable. So they knock down one Tomb Guardian. Even the Pylon doesn't finish the job, though. Another Tomb Guardian knocked to the ground. And the Khemri, who are used to just dominating on strength and not being able to, or having people not being able to really lay the hits on them, is just unable to keep its Tomb Guardian standing. Blood of Amber moves up in a defensive position. And greased up Death Girl with the ball. That's one of Alma's very favorite players on his team. And she produces. Khemri doing the Khemri thing, marking different elves up, trying to make them squirm, trying to make them dodge. So the thing with Blood of Amber is that they have a very good 5 main players. I mean, they really go by that quote-unquote rule of 5, right? 5 great players and some cannon fodder in there. And so they like to just hire journeymen who are, just local guys who've trained their whole life to just get this maybe one opportunity with the team. They weren't good enough to, to make the regular circuit of MML players, but, they're in town when the team is short and they need people on the fly. These kind of whole town tryouts, and these people, they've been Blood of Amber fans since the team's inception, and they just want their shot. And that's Alma likes to give them their shot because he protects the 5 players, but pretty aggressive with the guys who aren't, with the other 6, and those are just kind of like the line fodder. And when you play for Blood of Amber, you know that you're sacrificing your body and well-being in the pursuit of a greater cause, which is winning at all costs. There you go, greased up Death Girl moving back in case something goes wrong here, but nothing goes wrong. Instead, stuff goes right as Nekfi's Bakar is stunned. And, even a stun against the Khemri team can be big in situations like this because, having that one big main player out for a turn can cause big problems. So players taking swings at each other, and they both go down. Nobody's injured, nobody's armor's broken. And now it is the Khemri's turn to retaliate. Some more marking up, trying to take advantage of that superior strength.
Come on, guys, together.
Trying to stop that little mass over there, and he doesn't take advantage of his own killer over here. Skeletor just waiting for his chance to smack somebody around. A little punchy punch there by Pharaoh Rocher. Let's see what he did there. Pharaoh Rocher, I like it. Ooh, little quote-unquote greed reroll. Alma there. Some player, hit him again! And the pylon, and it's not going to get it done.
You're gonna try something, do it right.
Alma cannot resist getting those good hits. He loves the attrition. He loves to surprise you with his elves smacking you up. Unfortunately, he's spending a lot of time, effort, and assists, especially while somebody went down and hanging out in this area, trying to knock down Armor 9 and get lucky. So, if he doesn't get lucky, he's going to find eventually, he doesn't keep getting lucky, he's going to find eventually that these Khemri will get up and start holding him in place, and then scoring the touchdown in the end may be difficult. Well, Journeyman, surprisingly agile. They're journeymen, but they don't have to take punches. I mean, they can dodge too, and that's what they do. Reese the Death Girl moving back out of breach. Khemri team trying to smack around these elves in midfield. Khemri trying to force their own attrition here, but there's not a lot of mighty blows, a lot of killing skills here on this team at all. And Gio so far has not really been, as I say that, not really been utilizing his killer too much. Skeletor comes in, unable to get it done again. Pushes random back away from him and then ducks back to safety. And another smack. But again, Alma's, the thing about Alma is I guess the way he trains these guys in practice. His linemen, his unskilled linemen, is cannon fodder. He throws them just consistently at people, marks them all up, doesn't care, and they are resilient. They can take a punch to the face like few linemen can, few journeymen can. And this time he's going to hit not with his own killer, but with Nymph, who's going to jump in there. And Nymph has been historically, in my watching of Blood of Amber's games, has been hit or miss. Sometimes she's great, and sometimes she lacks. It looks like Reese the Deaf Girl gonna move over here on the left sideline, try to position herself to move into scoring position and get behind the defense, since he's noticed that the Khemri team has committed to the other side. And there we go. One of his linemen fails a dodge and drop my pants. He's stunned. How will the Khemri respond? Alright, so Mortal Kombat moves back. The marking up begins. There we go. Happy Acid True knocks out the Happy Acid True. Anyway, knocks back a lineman there. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch action going on here. And the killer back in the safety position. So again, Gio not utilizing his killer, and that's due to the positioning that Alma is forcing Gio to take. Now enough Khemri back to make the elves delay, and I see a surf over here, and that's something that if that skeleton had not been knocked to the ground, you could bet Alma was going to do whatever it took to surf him. Because again, this Dark Elf team really buys into the combat aspect of elfing. Oh! So again, Alma likes to be aggressive with his dice. Moves Noisy Eater into position, a little dodge action, a little overextended his reach, another failed dodge. However, not enough tackle skills on this Khemri team to make him pay for it. And the elves are moving up Shane, you have to wonder whether Skeletor is going to make that Agi move.
They're getting up close and personal, Bob.
Need to be close. So close that you can smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth.
Camry marking everybody up, and this feels like to me the Camry are taking they're not afraid of the surf. They figure if they just put enough guard around people that the elves will be kind of screwed, except
Hey, that was almost caught.
the dodging ability of the elves makes them pretty special. And here it goes. The one die shot at the ball carrier, doesn't get it done at first, and doesn't get it done on the second swing. Instead, Skeletor takes a wild swing and slips and falls to the ground. Three-step Deaf Girl is in the clear now. Nuffle is favoring Blood of Amber. They're favoring them in terms of, I guess, attrition a little bit. No, they're pretty even on attrition. But again, if you just think about it in terms of they're even, Camry is supposed to be a team that has the strength and ability to outpunch. Wow, there you go. There's the better skills. And they're just, if you're not winning the attrition on the elves by halftime, you're probably losing the match in my experience. And then Alma's was able to do this and stall out. The thing about Blood of Amber is that they have a bunch of strength, enough guard, and enough killy skills to win the attrition battle and then out-dodge you. And again, their coach is very aggressive and his players play for him pretty hard. There's death, but regen brings him back. So we will see that journeyman back. See, look at that. I mean, that is a smart play. But that's it. Alma, whatever it is, man, his coaching skills in the practice field, the practice context, really tend to provide great results. The layman's, or the plain version for that, stepping outside of a code story time, he gets great dice. These are great dice. You don't see him pay very often. And his linemen really hold up. I really got to say, they just have a knack for it, man. They don't, their armor just doesn't break a lot. And here goes the Camry team. They're like, oh, just again, one short on the foul. Gio's like, all right, you want to start stalling? I'm going to break your team for the second half. But they do no such thing. The game is very predictable, man. That's why I'm so suspicious about this quote-unquote random number generator. Because every time somebody does this, they sit there and stall. You have like the Agi team will do this, sit there and stall, and then the Bash team goes, oh, well, fine, then I'm just going to break your players. It never works. You never get to break their players. Blood of Amber's not going to chance it. Too many people in contact, I guess, for them. Or they're just like, screw it, I want to score and then score again. What's up, Stu? Stu is in the crowd. Well, we'll say our studio audience because this is technically a replay. We're watching it through the Cabal Vision Cryo Glass or whatever it is, crystal ball. So we are going back in time to watch the match.
That's a gap to be filled. They've kicked the ball to the opponents.
And now the Camry have 2 turns to run downfield, which is why Alma wasn't too concerned about scoring when his team. And you have your set up here. So the one lineman stayed down, And the skeleton came back, which I'm sure Gio is happy about because that was a skeleton trained in guard. I believe, yeah. This guy, shaky. And ball's kicked off. Oh, as the ball hangs in the air, there's a perfect defense. And so as the ball's kicked up, since the ball gets pretty high, at the very last second, the Dark Elf team shifts in position. Put itself in a better position. Yeah, and then they reshift. They were thinking about shifting in front of the Tomb Guardian with Mighty Blow ability. Again, Alma here is saying, is constantly, this is the philosophy. I'm going to throw my line fodder at your most dangerous guys and give you the hits so that you don't get at my main guys. Sometimes that backfires, you know. Why don't you give yourself this surf here? Oh, because it's only 2 turns, so he's like, whatever, you want to spend your time doing that, go for it.
Will the big one manage to lay out an opponent?
Gio trying to kick some ass. Let's see if he can get downfield to do what he wants to do.
Nothing better than hitting someone smaller than you, Jim.
You can see what he's setting himself up to do here.
About to get punched above at the same time.
This is another turn the killer would pile on, but nope, he needs him deep. Thing is, with only one scoring threat and 2 witches back there, this can be easily stopped by Alma. Maybe not though, because now he's got 2 scoring threats. This is smart. Bangle Pharaohs downfield. Oh, the 1 step too many. But that's what the extra team training this week was for. The extra wind sprints really helped out and maintains his balance. Yes, dude, like there's so many non-1 rolls. And again, it might just be my jealousy. Because my high elves are, man, when I mark up, so going back to how this can backfire is when you mark up all your, you're like, well, I'm going to keep feeding my line fodder to the killers. What you're doing by marking those 2 killers up every 2. Ooh, Skeletor is injured. That is huge. He put his killer out there. Buddy regen. Skeletor comes back. He'll be fine. So this was Gio saying, screw it, I'm going to put him out there and do whatever it takes. Look at that, another dodge. Again, it's a 2+ with a reroll, 1 in 36 chance of missing. But oh, there you go. The 1 die a little too much. Alma presses his luck a little too much there. And now we have got a potential score on the table. Everybody does what they're supposed to do here. Gio going to take some hits first. Oh, Gio's like, screw it, I'm going to take a hit on this witch because she's annoying me. And Nymph is going to get rocked! And she is injured! Are we going to see the Apo come out? She has a gouged eye. The Apo does not come out. She will miss the next game. I don't know who Blood of Amber's next game is against, but not having Nymph on the field is something I'm sure they won't complain about. And Gio's saying, look, I'm probably not going to score, so I'm just going to try to use this opportunity to foul. And it is successful. Fingolfin is KO'd. Does the ref see it? The ref does not see it. It's a free knockout here. Nice little dodging action. Wow, this is ballsy coaching. And the dice seem to be favoring Alma in this regard. And as I say that, There is a failed dodge here by, well, he stumbles on his way out of the dodge by Ikenstinatasha, whatever his name is. It heads, what a touchdown! It's a touchdown, wow! These are passing Camry, Mortal Kombat with the big touchdown. Celebrating, doing that dance. What's up to Seston? Cheering on the Camry.
As we go into the final quarter of the game.
What a match this is turning into. And again, folks, I kind of like this. I don't know who ultimately won this match. This match has already happened. It just happened a little while ago. I had a way of blindly picking or being able to pull it off Cabal Vision, not looking at the score. And, both of the Dark Elves come back. So, okay, so the downside to feeding your opponent, almost like, I'm just going to keep throwing the line fodder at the killers and protect my main guys, but the downside is these line fodder have no block skills or anything. They have no defensive skills. So if you just keep feeding them to the killers and if it goes the wrong way, you're giving them 2 free hits or whatever on the killers with a decent percentage of removing them. And if they remove enough of your line fodder, then they start getting at these main players unrestricted, and that's a real problem. So the feeding them free hits thing can backfire on you. But again, almost players have a certain toughness about them that they're just able to take those punches. And as the ball is kicked off, the guy who just threw for that amazing touchdown before gets a rock thrown at him from the stands, and that's going to stun him. Now the ball is sitting back there unprotected, and this could be a problem. If you've ever watched any of Blood of Amber's games, on defense, they are super aggressive. You are definitely going to see them fly downfield and attempt to grab this ball. Now, this whole time we've been watching it from the home team's view because they kicked off to start the game. I'm sorry, they received to start the game, but we'll switch to the offensive view here, which is going to be the visitor's side. And Nephis Baker with the big left hook puts the poor journeyman Gemlil down. And here comes the killer, Skeletor, who survived the injury before, is kind of still shook up because Drop of My Pants is still standing. And, oh, wow, okay. So that works out. It's a good pickup. And Drop of My Pants protected over here. You're going to see the swarm. This is not going to help. This is not going to help Gio from stopping the swarm. One of these guys, if I know Alma, this guy's getting blitzed or this guy's getting blitzed, and then there's going to be people flying downfield, and your ball carrier is going to be put under a bunch of pressure. There you go. So that's what I knew would happen. And Alma decides to knock down this Tomb Guardian. The stand firm ability of the Tomb Guardian, though, really helps him out. But with the initial stun, the pylon becomes much more effective. And Happy Asatru receives a concussion. Oh, he won't be the same again after this match. Oh, yes, he will, because he regenerates. But having him off the field right now with the score 1-1 is a big freaking deal. And there you go. There's the pressure put on from greased up Deaf Girl. Seston having a bit of a multiple personality conundrum there. On one hand, Dignity fans still rooting for any elf, but Camry! So this is what I knew would happen. They're going to flood this backfield. There's not a lot of support for him back here. Camry movement is a problem. And you're going to have, oh, I can tell you, greased up Deaf Girl not looking that good right now for taking a nasty hit. And again, like, now that the, on defense, Alma does not mind exposing some of those players to big hits. And greased up Deaf Girl may be in that position. Gio with the nice screen, and as I thought, here comes greased up Deaf Girl's possible demise. Could we see the end? No! And the green reroll in effect does not help. Oh, that's got to really bite Gio. Oh, Oh man, Nuffle is turning on the Kemri hard, and this is a problem. This is a big problem. Big problem for Gio. That ball is about to get loosed. Oh!
Put some pressure on the ball carrier.
One-man band right there. Can't get it done. Mortal Kombat manages to hold on to the ball. Noisy Eater tries to strip that ball loose, but Mortal Kombat is way too short-handed. And a lot of dodging going on, more and more Elfie dice rolling, and now they got Mortal Kombat marked up. Oh, more dice rolling, and let's see what happens now. All right. Ooh, initial hit from the from BG. The punch from Pharaohs, and that's going to injure one of the journeymen. Again, these this line fodder. Oh, Gio rolls the goes for the one die there. Snuffle has been cruel with these ones. The elves can be. Oh, greased up Death Girl knocked out from the mighty blow by Skeletor, and he's going to be like, "That's good. I'm not going to pile on for that." A little dodge out that could have gone really wrong, but it would have been a 1 in 36 failure chance, and now this is good positioning. Not that Alma can't beat it, but it's, you know, it's good enough for what you were hoping, probably. For one would hope, rather. Is he gonna? Yep. Oh, there you go. He's gonna try to extend it, but even failing that, that's huge. Huge. Because now Alma can't get the extra. Oh no, actually it's still a problem because that side's open now, and that's an issue. And the ball this time is going to be knocked loose from Kensut Nut Tap Shell. Kensut Nut Tap Shell. That might be a real computer-generated Kemri name there. I don't think that stands for something. And Blood of Amber will grab that loose ball. And will we go for the score? He's not able to. He stumbles. Will he get it back? Will he regain his footing? And no, he can't. Tripwire. The extra step too much. The ball is over by their own end zone. Fortunately for Alma, the elf stays on the pitch. That's Noisy Eater. And oh, there was a wizard? What the hell? Where was that? So there was a wizard. The Bangle Pharaohs tried to use the wizard, and it failed. A 1. What a goddamn surprise here, right? That's huge. The Bangle Pharaohs really need to pick that ball up. That's crazy. And Skeletor going to land that hit on Fingo Golfer, and says, you know what? Oh, the pylon again, just ineffective. This is something. The dice are not helping Gio out enough. Oh, this is very difficult here. Oh, man! Failed pickup. Is that Mortal Kombat again? No, that's Tab Chef. Yeah, Mortal Kombat is a more agile dude. And that's going to hurt. Poor Armor 6 holds up. Touchdown, Blood of Amber. Noisy Eater doing it big. Oh, man. I think Blood of Amber might be better on defense than they are on offense. You see them get so many defensive points in this way. They just swarm the backfield and just try to cause chaos and make things happen. So again, I've seen, I want to say it was Seston make the same mistake with his Kemri in a prior playoffs a couple of seasons ago, where on the kickoff, they got all these Kemri up here trying to maximize their hits. And like I said, Alma's, I mean, if it works, it works, but his journeyman And linemen, line fodder are so resilient to punches that, like, if you can land all the knockdowns and stuff, it's great. And removals, but the problem is when you kick off with Kemry or you receive with Kemry and you got all your guys up here on the line and you don't have the speed to get back, what's going to happen is, and I think at least no, Alma does not have a player with the kick skill, but normally he likes to pin the ball back and then just run everybody, like, 3, 4, 5 maybe elves sometimes into your backfield and cause havoc. And look at this, the defense shifts again to what's convenient. That's 2 perfect defenses that Alma's gotten. The kickoffs have not been kind to Gio. I will say, though, strategy-wise, knowing that Alma plays like this, if you line all your guys up here and you don't have a contingency plan for running people back to protect your ball carrier, then it's a tactical failure if it goes wrong for you. I see why you would keep your guys up there. You want to maximize the hits. But if you don't get the attrition, you're in trouble. Look at that. Skeletor just not doing the big job that Gio would hope that he would. And a little punch action going to come, followed by Happy Asatru. And drop on my pants, finally injured. He's taken a lot of blows on the chin. Finally goes out in turn 13, and Alma can't ask for much more from him. He's been very effective. Fend, such a good sideline piece for a team with a Witch Elf. Oh, here comes the blitz. Pharaohs knocks Marlin to the ground. The line fodder starting to finally give way. They've just taken so much punishment for most of the match, and see, this is a dangerous game. Dangerous game, and if he had failed that pickup, and he's in a lot of trouble. Dodgy elf stuff. Do not think that you're safe, especially if you have an uneven screen. Like, oh no, this was an even. He had a good screen set up here with extra tackle zones, and Alma said, "Screw it, I don't care. I'm going to take that chance." Any shot on the ball he takes, he will. Oh wow, Babanka is injured on a failed dodge, just badly hurt though. We'll see him back in next game, and Alma probably breathes a sigh of relief. Yeah, and Ceston agrees. A lot of Dark Elves are better on defense. Yep. It's just this style. I mean, the way that he rushes them downfield too. I mean, it's not like they're the fastest team in the world, but they're going against Kemry, and if you're gonna keep all your Kemry up there and give him a 50% dodge with a reroll and then like follow up 67%ers or whatever, Alma's gonna take it every time. He is aggressive. He's just not gonna let you cage up and then run downfield on him. He's going to challenge you, make you throw dice consistently, and hope that his players don't get injured. And that hope, I gotta say, it's frustrating how fortunate he is a lot of times. This is threatening to be another Dark Elf score. And that's the issue. See, so hang your guy back there. Why not? Why do it that way? All right. Okay. Bangle Pharaohs with 2 turns left to score. They're going to need to get a scoring threat in position. Almost starting to run out of players at this point, but the ones he has are able to do things like that. And out of rerolls at this point, will we see the Kemry? Can they cover enough ground at this point to get downfield and do what they need to do? What just happened certainly helps. Oh, that really helps. Marlin's KO'd. Whew. This is a fast throw right there. The blitz coming up big this time. Noisy Eater thrown to the ground. The Khemri are tired of that guy following everybody around. And we're going to see the pylon. We are going to see the pylon. And will the pylon be successful? And no, that is huge. That's a huge failure on his part. But we now have... No! We have a missed... Oh, my God, a misstep. And that's probably the game. Yep, I do not think that... Man, it's all he had to do was keep his balance, but that extra step was just too much. And now Alma's just going to take his pound, his blood. Well, Khemri don't have any blood, they're just bones. But he's going to try to take a chip off the bones. And the pylon, of course, because this guy needs his SPP. Yeah, I agree, Seston. Like what makes the game even better is when you don't have to sit there and watch the coaches like decide, for the full 2 minutes. It's just all action. So, and it's over pretty quickly. What this game definitely took over an hour when they originally played it, and we're done here in 35 minutes. I actually did that with the NBA Finals for the first couple of games this season. I missed them when they were live, so I watched the replay, ignoring the score. I purposely didn't look at the score, and I had a great. They just did the highlights on ESPN, and it was great to watch the whole thing in like 20 minutes. Ooh. Oh, are we gonna see? Okay, no, I think Gio's just protecting in case. Yeah, exactly. One of the suggestions in the Blood Bowl 3 suggestion box on the Discord was to find a way where you can watch a replay, without the score. Oh, the killer just doesn't get it done. I gotta say, not everything went Alma's way, but Dice probably favored Blood of Amber. There were a lot of ones happened for the Khemri, and if those ones had happened for more elves, this would have been a different match. And Blood of Amber says, I'm going to score again, but Neville says no. And the ball's juggled, falls to the ground. That's a turnover, and that will be the game. Thanks for watching, folks. This is Serious Jest. You've been watching the MML. He got a double trip line. Yeah, that one double trip line, but then he picked it up the very next turn because Gio ended up getting double ones or a bad roll of some kind. I forgot what it was. So, yeah. But hey, it's a dice game, and that's what happens. Shit, it's better to be lucky than good sometimes, And Alma's an excellent coach, but again, it's like I think what can be infuriating to his opponents being somebody that has played him more times than I would like is the aggressiveness is the kind of dicey rolls. Like when I try to be that aggressive with elves, I get a handful, like a bucket full of ones and removals on every turn. Every time I mark people up, like all that stuff, like all the bad things happen to me. And then I watch him do this kind of stuff and be successful, and I can't replicate it, and I get jealous and angry. So maybe it's something I'm doing wrong. I don't know. I've played a lot of games with High Elves, and High Elves have armor 8 for the most part, and it's my armor 8 guys getting removed every turn, and again, it's like it's not even Mighty Blow guys that knock them out. They tend to break so easy. But you watch this happen, and you're like, man, this looks like so easy. Like, why don't I just go do it? And then you try to do it, and you find your team destroyed, or you rolled a bunch of ones and failed your dodges and all that stuff, and whatever. But yeah, Seston. What some people don't know about me who follow me in the MML is actually my most played race is High Elves because I played them so much in Sea Ladder. Followed by Chaos, and then I think Necro maybe. In any case, thanks a lot, guys, for watching. This was an awesome game to coach, and the players really came through on the Blood of Amber side, and you can't, again, if you take the whole me versus you coach angle of it, like where it's you're thinking of the coach as the player, and you just think about players on the field performing. Blood of Amber's players really came through for them. There's no shame in that. There's no, some people say like, oh, you got good dice, as they see it as an insult. But hey, You know, your players came through from you, and that's like, you could be the best coach in the world, but if your players don't come through for you, then you know you're going to lose that game. So, and there's of course there's things that you can do to set yourself up for success, but again, because it's a dice game, the whole table can get flipped on you in one roll. If you could try to coach against it, but oftentimes if your opponent is good, you know, one bad dice failure they could take advantage of. So, and anyway, Gio fought hard, really close, man. He was really close to tying it up. Tripwire was getting everybody today. Um, 42 blocks to 29 blocks, and yeah, the armor breaks were about what you would expect. So in the end, it doesn't look that bad. It's just the armor breaks came too late for the Khemri team, and that's what you tend to see. I think also Blood of Amber's early attrition keeps them in it. By the time their guys finally break, it's the second half, and they've just out. They're at the point where they can kind of just sprint for the finish line and hold on for dear life. And that's kind of what happened today. So, all right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you want to know more about the MML, it's mmlpro.com. Thanks for joining Seston. Thanks for joining Duran. Thanks for joining Furion and the Stu. Stu and Seston, both former MML champs. Duran was in the MML for a while and made some pretty good runs. I don't think he got a championship under his belt, though. But anyway, YouTube has highlights of every game. Oh, of the NBA games. This is probably what Duran is saying. Not of every Blood Bowl game. But I do have, by the way, if you like this broadcast, you want to see more past games, I got a whole YouTube channel, youtube.com/SeriousJest, and you'll find a bunch of MML Pro games on there. You'll find a lot of C-Ladder, like playoff games, or Champion Cups, all kinds of stuff on there. So go check it out. youtube.com/SeriousJest. All right, everybody. Again, thanks for joining, and I am out.